Hey folks, welcome to Shooting Up North. I'm your host, Louis Carlin. We're heard right here on the Alliance Pro Wrestling Network. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're watching for the first time, please consider hitting that subscribe button. If you want to follow me on social media, I'm on Twitter at Shooting Up North, Instagram at Alliance PW Network, and feel free to join our Facebook group, the Alliance Pro Wrestling Network. So this Sunday, February 5th, Pro Wrestling Noah presents Star Navigation 2023. It will be headlined by a GHC National Championship match. The champion uh, El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. will defend the title against Manabu Soya. Should be an outstanding main event. So let's run down the whole card and let's do a little preview and predictions for Pro Wrestling Noah's Star Navigation 2023. Again, this Sunday, February 5th. If you're watching in the States or in Canada, it starts at 4:30 a.m. and it's going to be live on WrestleUniverse.com. That's Pro Wrestling Noah's streaming service. You could also get DDD Pro and Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling, and there's another promotion you can get on there as well. So it's a great streaming service. It's worth the $8 a month. Costs you about $8 a month in the US. I would definitely consider getting WrestleUniverse.com. But let's go over the full card for Pro Wrestling Noah's Star Navigation 2023. Again, taking place in the legendary Korakuen Hall in Tokyo, Japan. It should be sold out. Pro Wrestling Noah is on a huge rise right now in Japan. They're playing in front of bigger and bigger and bigger crowds, bigger arenas. But this match actually taking place, this card taking place at the legendary Korakuen Hall. So let's run down the card and do a little preview and predictions, as I said. Okay, so the main event, as I said, is a GHC National Heavyweight Championship. El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. Will defend the title against Kongo faction member Manabu Soya. El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. Won the belt from Masakatsu Funaki on November 10th, 2022. And this will be his first defense of the title. And this should be an absolutely outstanding match, hard-hitting match. We've got a few previews of this main event. There was a number of tag team matches leading up to this main event here, but this is going to be a hard hitting affair. It's going to be some great action, some great back and forth action in this one. But I'm picking Kongo member Manabu Soya to become the new GHC National Heavyweight Champion. I believe he's going to defeat El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. Again, should be an absolutely fantastic match. Their interactions in the tag team matches have been very positive, and I'm really looking forward to this one. But when all is said and done, I'm going with Manabu Soya to come out of this event as the new GHC National Heavyweight Champion. After that, we have a 10. I shouldn't say after that. Before that, so let's run down the card. 10-man elimination match. It's going to be the current GHC Junior Heavyweight Champion Amakusa teaming up with Junta Miyawaki, Alejandro Yohei, Seiki Yoshioka as they take on the team of Yoshinari Ogawa, Eita, Nosawa Range, Chris Ridgway, and Daga. Mexico's pro wrestling star Daga will be a part of this match as well. And this is going to be an absolutely amazing match. There's going to be some really high flying actions in this one. Lots of big spots. I'm a big fan of Junta Miyawaki, as well as Yohei, as well as Ita. I'm a fan of a lot of people, a lot of talent in this match. I'm expecting one hell of a 10-man elimination match. It's going to be hard to pick a winner in this one because everyone in the match is really talented. Nasawa Range actually doesn't kind of fit into that. He's not really the high flyer. But I don't know. It's going to be a tough one to call. It's going to be a tough one to call. Like I said, it's going to be a lot of big spots in this one. Expect some high flying moves from Alejandro. Amakusa. I don't know. It's tough to pick a winner in this one, but if I had to pick a winner, I'm gonna have to go with the team of Amakusa, Miyawaki, Alejandro, Yohei, and Yoshioka to win this one. I'm gonna pick Junta Miyawaki to be uh the last man standing for his team. So I'm going to pick Junta Miyawaki. Junta Miyawaki recently had a shot at Amakusa, who is the current, as I mentioned, the current GHC junior heavyweight champion. He was unsuccessful. Amakusa defeated Miyawaki. I think Miyawaki is the future junior heavyweight champion in Pro Wrestling Noah. But I'm picking Junta Miyawaki to be the last person standing in this one. Either that or I like Ita as well. Then you got Yoshinari Ogawa. This is going to be a tough one to call. I'm going with my heart on this one because I'm a Miyawaki fan. So I'm going to go with as I mentioned, Amakusa, Miyawaki, Alejandro Yohei, and Seiki Yoshioka to be victorious in this one. Then after that, we got a great six-man tag team match as Kaito Kiyomiya, the current GHC heavyweight champion, Kaito Kiyomiya, teaming with Naomichi Marufuji and Takashi Segura as they take on Jack Morris, Jake Lee, and Anthony Green. Morris, Jake Lee, Anthony Green forming a faction, a great faction. I can't recall their names actually. It doesn't matter, but they're a terrific faction, newly formed faction. And Jack Morris is actually getting a shot on February 13th, a week after this show, actually against Kaito Kiyomiya. He's getting a GHC heavyweight championship match against Kaito Kiyomiya. Jack Morris holding two prior victories over Kiyomiya, so it's going to be an excellent match. We're going to do a preview and prediction show on that one next week. But this tag team match, we're going to get a great preview of Kiyomiya and Morris. Jack Morris, a great talent. He poses a great threat to Kiyomiya, but I'll give a spoiler prediction that Kiyomiya is not losing to Jack Morris. But this is going to be a terrific match. I think Anthony Green's going to take the loss for his team, though. Jake Lee recently with All Japan Pro Wrestling, now with Pro Wrestling Noah, recently signed. I don't know if he signed a contract, but he recently appeared in Pro Wrestling Noah. I don't know what the contract situation is with Jake Lee and Pro Wrestling Noah, but he did appear recently. He left All Japan Pro Wrestling at the end of 2022, now with Pro Wrestling Noah. He's appearing regularly on their shows. Like I said, Jack Morris, Jake Lee, Anthony Green are now a faction, and I really like that faction, but I'm going with the team of Kiyomiya, Marufuji, and Segura. Takashi Segura, actually one half of the GHC World Heavyweight Tag Team Champions. His partner, or the other co-holder, Satoshi Kojima. But I'm going with Kiyomiya, Marufuji, Segura to win this one. And Anthony Green, I'm going to pick will take the loss for his team. Anthony Green recently appeared on Impact Wrestling, two matches on Impact Wrestling, and now he's in Japan. I'm not sure how long he's gonna be in Japan. He's a great young talent. I really like Anthony Green, but in this match, unfortunately, I'm picking Kiyomiya is going to pin Anthony Green to win the match for his team. But this should be a very entertaining match as well. Then after this, we're gonna have another hard hitting encounter between two powerhouses as one half of the GHC Tag Team Champions, Satoshi Kojima, goes one-on-one with Masa Kitamiya. Man, oh man, they are going to be laying into each other in this one. Two big powerhouse bulls colliding in this one, and this is going to be a tough one to call. I love Masa Kitamiya. I don't know if Kojima is going to take the loss here, though. I would love to see Kitamiya defeat Kojima. And Kojima is he's technically signed with New Japan Pro Wrestling, but he's been wrestling on Pro Wrestling Noah shows quite a bit lately. And as I mentioned, he's one half of the GHC heavyweight tag team champions. But this is going to be a really hard hitting affair. Man, I want to pick Kitamiya, but I don't see Kojima losing. I just don't see Kojima losing to Kitamiya in this one. So I'm going to go Satoshi Kojima to defeat Masa Kitamiya in an absolutely spectacular, hard-hitting affair. Really looking forward to this one. And Man, if Kitamiya wins, I'd be very happy. Big Kitamiya fan. I just don't see it happening here. So I'm going with Satoshi Kojima to defeat Masa Kitamiya. Then we have a 8-man tag team match. Daki Inaba, Yoshiki Inamura, Ninja Mac, and Atsushi Kotoge taking on Kongo faction Keno, Katsuhiko Nakajima, Suji Kondo, and Hajime Ohara. There is no way in hell Kongo is losing this one. So Keno, Nakajima, Kondo, and Ohara will be victorious in this one. Ninja Mac is just a spectacular athlete. Spectacular athlete. Pro Wrestling Noah signing Ninja Mac was the right call. Ninja Mac is perfect for Pro Wrestling Noah. We're going to see a lot of Ninja Mac on display in this match, I feel. Yoshiki Inamura as well, great talent. Atsushi Kotoge as well. So lots of great talent in this one, but no way Keno, Nakajima, Kondo, and Ohara lose this one. Should be a very, very entertaining match as well. Anytime Kongo faction members are involved, especially Keno and Nakajima, you're going to have a very entertaining match. Nakajima personally is my personal favorite wrestler right now. In Pro Wrestling Noah, him and Keito Kiyomiya, my two favorite wrestlers. I love Nakajima. His team's not losing in this one, so Kongo faction is victorious in this one. Timothy Thatcher and Hideki Suzuki taking on Masaki Mochizuki and Shuhei Taniguchi. This is going to be an interesting match. I'm going to come out and say I'm not the biggest Timothy Thatcher fan. Sorry, I know a lot of people might be a little annoyed at that, but I'm not the biggest Timothy Thatcher fan. I don't. I'm gonna come out and say I don't think this match is going to be very for me, it's not going to be very entertaining. I'm just not a Hideki Suzuki, Mochizuki, Taniguchi. I'm not really, a mega fan of anybody that's in this match. Should be an okay match. One of the matches that, if I miss it, I miss it. That's how I feel. So sorry, Timothy Thatcher. I hope he doesn't hunt me down and try to tap me out. But just how I feel. So I'm gonna go with Thatcher and Suzuki. And if they lose, they lose. So we're gonna leave it at that. After that, we have Super Crazy against Yasutaka Yano. Big fan of Yano. He's up and coming star. He's basically one of the young lions of Pro Wrestling Noah. Always gives a good match. Very rarely wins at this point in his career. He's going to get as a tough test ahead of him against Super Crazy, former ECW superstar Super Crazy. Yano's going to give a spirited fight in this one. Yano is always entertaining to watch, but Super Crazy will be victorious in this match. So I'm going with Super Crazy over Yatsutaka Yano. And then Kinya Okada and Dashi Ozawa taking on Kongo members Tadasuke and High 69 or HI 69. I'd say High 69. Okada and Ozawa, also young lions of Pro Wrestling Noah. So Tadasuke and High 69, no way in hell they're going to lose this match. It'll be a spirited fight. Okada and Ozawa will give a spirited fight. We'll see the youngsters. We'll see. They'll bring the fire. But ultimately they will lose the match. So Tadasuke and High 69 will be victorious in this one. So, and that's the match. That's the card, I should say. It's going to be a very entertaining card. Looking forward to all the matches except the Timothy Thatcher match. Sorry. No, nothing against Timothy Thatcher, just not a fan. That's all. But Kojima against Kitamiya should be absolutely fantastic. Wagner Jr. against Soya is going to be terrific. Again, picking Manabu Soya to be victorious in that one, to be the new champion. 10-man elimination match is going to be outstanding. Kiyomiya, Marufuchi, and Segura against Morris, Lee, and Green should be terrific as well. I know I picked Kiyomiya, Marufuji, and Segura, but I'm thinking they might want to build up Jay Lee as well. Sorry, Jake Lee as well. So he might get a surprise victory there over Segura. But I'm going to stick with my pick. I'm going to go with Kiyomiya, Marufuji, and Segura to defeat Jack Morris, Jake Lee, and Anthony Green. Um, Lots of great ones. I'm looking forward to the Yano match. Looking forward to this whole thing, man, except for the one match. All right, so we're gonna leave it at that. Leave it at that. That's my preview and predictions for Pro Wrestling Noah's Star Navigation 2023. Again, this Sunday, February 5th, starting at 4:30 a.m. in the U.S. on the East Coast and the West Coast, of course, 3 hours after. And that's it. Actually, not. It'll be 1:30 on the. Is 1:30 on the West Coast? Yeah, it'll be 4:30 on the East Coast, 1:30 on the West Coast is when it starts. But I'm on the East Coast, so it's 4:30 in the morning. Set my alarm, get up and watch it. Boom. All right, so we're gonna leave it at that. I'll be back to talk about Great Voyage 2023, where Keito Kiyomiya will defend the GHC Heavyweight Championship against Jack Morris. That's going to be February 13th, but we'll be back next week to talk about that. So I'm watching the news. Anything breaks, of course, I'll be back. It's the weekend. I plan to be on this behind this microphone and in front of this camera quite a bit this weekend. So until I'm back, thank you very much. Take care. Bye-bye. And stay safe, everyone. So long. Bye-bye.